Commentary mode on.
Alright, what's going on, guys? This is LaZeR, and I have a story to tell you. So what you can do right now is just, if you're standing up while watching this, sit down, which I don't know why you would be standing in the first place, but just go ahead and take a seat, get in your recliner, get in your whatever kind of chair you have, sit on the floor, I don't care, but just you know, get relaxed and just listen up. Now, the gameplay you're going to be watching while you're sitting back or sitting down on the floor relaxed is like a 35-3 kill confirmed I got. I don't get the Moab. I do go on like a 20 gun streak though. It's something like that. I really can't remember. I was too mad to count it while I was recording this. But if someone can count for me and see how close I was to the Moab, that would be awesome because I'm not mad about it anymore. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the story about I went to go play laser tag. Now, I had played laser tag once before, and that was years ago, so I pretty much don't remember it at all. It actually kind of changed a bit when I got there, but we'll get to that. So, who is messaging me? Alright, now. So I got off work and my friend John hits me up. He's like, yo, you want to play some laser tags? I'm like, sure. So he's like, alright, I'll be at your house in like 15 minutes. So I'm like, cool. So I start getting ready because I had just gotten off work. I had to get off my clothes to put on some laser tag playing clothes. So he picks me up. We go down there, and then once we're there, or on the ride there, and once we got there, I'm sitting here thinking in my head like, okay, I play Call of Duty, I'm pretty good at it, and I know my friend John and Justin play it, but they're I guess what you would call noobs or whatever. They're not very good. I've seen John play. I actually had to go over to his house and get like 5 nukes for him just so he could get the emblem or whatever for Modern Warfare 2. But so they're pretty much not good at it. They really don't know anything about it. So I'm thinking laser tag, okay, Call of Duty, they kind of go hand in hand if you think about it. So I'm thinking at this point I'm gonna be the best because I know how to play Call of Duty. I know all the tactics to winning. You know what I'm saying? So we get there, and it was 5 of us. It was me, my friend John, Justin, and then we met up with 2 of their friends. I can't remember their names. It was like, I know one of them was Ron and the other one was like Rodney or something like that. So it was 5 of us, and it was just us there. The place was dead. It was just us there. So we had the whole like field to ourselves or whatever. And if you've never played laser tag, there's this like video you have to watch before it. So we watched a video, but I wasn't paying attention. I just knew what I was gonna do. Now in my head I'm thinking, alright, I'm gonna start drop shotting these noobs. I'm gonna, you know, 360 laser headshot them. And, you know, I'm thinking about all this stuff Call of Duty related that's gonna help me try and win. But little did I know these guys play like, you know, they play a lot. So especially Ron, this dude plays all the time. He knows what he's doing, and I had like never played, but I thought they didn't know what they were doing, just like me. But I thought I have the upper hand because I play Call of Duty. So we get in there and we're supposed to remember this number, and the teams were, it was me and John, and then it was Rodney. I'm just gonna call him Rodney because I think that's what his name was. It was Rodney and John, me and Justin, and Ron was by himself. So there's these numbers on our guns that we're supposed to remember, and I remember mine being 23, and I'm never gonna forget this because it was funny as crap. And I'll get to why it was funny in a second. So my number was 23, and I remember that. And Justin, like, he didn't even really look at his, like, he didn't really care, and he was my partner. So I started kind of telling him all these tactics. All right, we need to stay together, and then that never worked out because we always ended up dying and splitting up. And I didn't know there would be like respawn timers and crap. So the next thing I know, like, the game starts and it's like counting down. We had to go to like our base or whatever. Time starts counting down, and the next thing I know, I'm killed like right as the game started. Like, my chest started vibrating because we put on these packs. I'm like, what the heck? Why is my chest vibrating like that? So I finally figured out, like, that's what happens when you die. So I'm like, alright. And you pretty much have, like, unlimited lasers to shoot. So I start walking around and I die again. And then I look at my gun and I notice there's like a 10-second respawn timer. So I'm like, why is there a respawn timer in this? So pretty much every time I died, I would just dip. Like, I would dip out of there so fast and try not to get spawn killed again. And like, I was aiming at these people and like nothing was happening. I didn't know how to tell like if you killed somebody. Like, people knew when they killed me because I was like, God dang it, you know, I was yelling and stuff. So they knew when they killed me, or I either yelled really loud or I just ran. So they knew exactly when they killed me. But like, I was shooting so fast at them. I was like, pew, 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 with the laser, but just nothing was happening. So I didn't know what was going on. So we're playing and it's like, you know, I'm starting to figure this stuff out, and then the game ends. And then it's like time for them to close so we can play another game. And I was kind of mad, but I mean, it's whatever, but I still had fun. So now the funny part about the number 23. I remember my number being 23. And so we go to check out the scoreboards. And me thinking I was, you know, I'm still thinking I was the best in there. I thought I did good. I mean, I knew I probably wouldn't have won or got the highest score. But, you know, I thought I did decent. So we look at the scoreboards. Ron's number 1 with like 5,000 score. John was number 2 with like 3,000. Ron just destroyed everybody. He was a one-man team. He just went off on everybody. So John was the second place with like 3,000, and then third place was John's teammate Rodney with like 3,000 or 2,500. And then it was Justin. His number was 39, but remember, he forgot to look at his number. And so, you know, all of them are saying they got the score. Me and Justin were the bottom 2, right? So, and this is so funny because Justin had like 1,000 and I had like 100. Like, my score was so bad compared to the others. So the funny thing was, I was telling them that I was not number 23. I kept telling it was Justin, and he believed it. He's like, dang, I didn't know I was that bad. But so till this day, they still think that Justin had the 100 score when it was actually me. So that's pretty funny.
Commentary mode off.